Welcome back to Zack Snyder Plays, now with 100% less Orbeez, everybody. No more Orbeez in the series. I'm pretty hype about that.
I know a lot of you guys stan Orbeez, but I'm afraid that I just can't have them in the series anymore.
Yeah, after what happened to the LHG bathroom, I'm afraid we can
Damn
no
it, Kyle.
longer have Orbeez in the...
Yeah, it's Kyle's fault.
I know, he thought it'd be LOL funny what if we filled the bathroom with Orbeez, but now that shit in the sewer, now there's a fire. The
EPA has contacted us telling us not to do that.
The city of Hoboken has pretty much sent out a statement condemning us. And you know what? I don't blame him. You know, Kyle did an oopsie, and he should know that. It's just all good.
He's formally been kicked off the channel. That was his final offense.
Yeah. If you're wondering why there's no Kyle, that's why. Because the Orbeez mistake of 2020.
So my favorite thing about the entirety of that bit is not only do we own a Lions Honor gaming house,
right,
but we own it in Hoboken.
Yeah, everyone's favorite city.
And I honestly think that Hoboken's perfect.
It is. If you don't know what we're referencing, there's this fucking Orbeez video on Twitter. It's the best thing I've seen all day.
It's so good.
And it's this French man who has put Orbeez all in his bathtub and all in his toilet as a funny haha meme. But then when he tries to flush them, water keeps coming up and everything, and then he realizes, oh shit, he's fucked. I'm not going to be able to get rid of all these Orbeez.
And it gets better because there's a sequel video
where
he tries to hoover the Orbeez with his Hoover, which is like a vacuum cleaner if you don't know.
Yeah.
And it catches on fire.
It does.
And then he reveals that they're in the sewer system.
Just a shitload of Orbeez. Way too many Orbeez for the common man. Just all over the place.
And it's the funniest thing.
I'd recommend watching both. If you can find them on Twitter. They should be on YouTube probably. To get enough clout.
I can, if I remember to, I'll link the Twitter video in the description of this video.
That'd be hype.
No promises.
You get what you get. Who knows?
Because no one knows when the hell this game's going up. It's episode, not game. So why is Link Spider-Man in this game?
You know, I was wondering that. He's a very agile boy. And you got to wonder how he's able to climb all these things. Maybe he just has a little bit of that spider goo on him.
Dude, hell yeah. Continuously getting them upgrades.
You don't have to use the dookie bow.
Thank the Lord.
That dookie
I just need a better
bow.
shield now.
Hell yeah, dude.
Alright, so that's the next shrine we're gonna do. It's all over there.
Epic.
Oh no, we're gonna have to hit the Quan.
There's the ladder you climbed up here. I don't know where it's at.
It's fine.
Oh damn, you lived? Okay.
Quan hitting. It's a profession.
I'd literally break your fucking legs. You just have no legs, and it'd be Link in a wheelchair going across.
That sounds like a brilliant game. So, we left viewers off last episode with a cliffhanger.
Yeah, now you know. No more Orbeez. Now you're aware.
We left them on a cliffhanger about the conversation surrounding this game.
Oh yeah.
And how it has shifted.
Yeah. The main thing I was gonna bring up was a lot of people I've seen recently. And there's a lot of like level-headed videos of like pointing out the flaws and what they could do better next time, and I'm all for that type of stuff. The interesting argument to me that I don't necessarily agree with is the idea that Breath of the Wild is so different from other Zeldas that it's not really a Zelda, and that's a bad thing, right? And you typically see this from a lot of like diehard Zelda people who really like love those games and then kind of went into Breath of the Wild, and they like Breath of the Wild, but they don't like it as much as other Zeldas. And so I've been seeing a lot of conversation about like, is Breath of the Wild even a good Zelda game? And my thing is, as someone who loves Breath of the Wild because of how different it is, you know, I'd say it's a good thing. The other thing I'd say too is that there's enough Zelda-isms in it to make it a Zelda game, both in story, characters, world, ideas, lore. It's very much still a Zelda game. but it plays, in my opinion, way better than any other Zelda before it.
So I have 2 points. One's a meme point, and the other's a legitimate one.
Okay.
So I'll start with the meme point. Is it called The Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, it technically
Breath of
is.
the Wild? So it is a Zelda game.
Right.
My actual response is, I feel like if any game isn't a Zelda game, it's something like Skyward Sword. Something so linear and so disassociated with the idea of adventure and exploration.
I've never been in here
there's
before.
Just
completely new.
it's a nice little place where you can get some vegetables and apples and a woodcutter axe, because you're basically stealing from the man who's trying to help you.
Absolutely, the entire game.
But basically my point is, like, I feel like if any game is detached and unlike Zelda, it's Skyward Sword for me. And I say that because Zelda at its start was about exploration and, you know, wandering around and learning things and finding hidden things.
Right.
And in fact, this game itself has the most of that, right? Like, of anything. So it just feels weird to me for people to consider this not a Zelda game, I guess.
Well, I think
And even
it just has to do with
Go
the
ahead.
fact that like we've gotten so many games of a similar formula and idea, where like the past couple, pretty much since 3D Zelda has started, has been very similar. And the idea of a game doing something different enough from that formula, I think kind of concerned a lot of people in the sense that it didn't feel quite like any other Zelda, and that's fine. I like to see that a lot in series where we're not, where we have to use a formula every time to structure a game. I like seeing Mario and Zelda and even Sonic to a certain degree kind of take steps to be different each time around, because I think that's what makes it unique. And in terms of unique Zeldas, Breath of the Wild's right up there at the top.
Definitely. And aside from that, like you said, it's got enough lore. It's got all the characters. It's set in Hyrule, a recognizable Hyrule too. You look at this game and you're like, yeah, this is a Zelda world. And so it never really feels too different and too weird, like some people say it does, to me at least, right?
Right. I get if you prefer the older style, that's fine. But to outright like dismiss it as not Zelda, I think is a little stupid.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like this game is a nice rebirth for the series too, because you can't just keep doing the same formula over and over again and expect people to keep showing up, because eventually people are going to get sick of it. So, but yeah, I don't know. I still feel like at its core this is still a Zelda game.
I do too.
It's no different than any of the others in its core values. It's just the way it presents them is different. And if you don't like that, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I get that. But to, like you said, to act like this game is inherently worse because it presents those ideas in a new way, I feel like that's unfair to the game.
Yeah. You take the experience for what it is and what its strengths are. And again, I think it has a lot of strengths, so
I agree.
But that's sort of the main, like, sort of controversial stuff. There's a lot of like little micro things that people don't like and debate, like the weapon durability system, or the divine beast, or the story, or the open world. And we'll get to those things as we come to them. I don't want to like get them all out of the way right away, but yeah, there definitely seems to be a lot more conversation, like looking over Breath of the Wild and really thinking about like what they could do to improve, and I'm all for it.
For sure. Yeah, and I definitely think that while I love is the homie jogging?
Look at him.
Okay.
He on a workout plan.
I'm gonna
Oh
gush.
ho ho.
I'm gonna gush. That's the shit I love in open world games. Link is simply vibing in this world. Nothing's specific towards him. He's just a man living in this world. and that dude is too, and you don't see that a lot, I feel.
You're right, because it feels like,
Rarely in open world games, you feel like you're the only person in it.
and it feels like you're the only one who affects the world at all.
Yeah,
Right.
and despite the fact that that dude helped you earlier, he just woke up and he's going to cut some trees down.
Yep.
That's so dope.
And you see that in the
the shit I
towns,
love.
in the people, the characters. That's a constant throughout. Even nature, right? Even nature goes on without you, you know?
You can see animals eating and sleeping
Yep.
and just having their day, and that's what makes this open world so good to me.
Watching
Because, like
the
you said, it
weather
never
affect
really-
environments, you know? Seeing enemies
I
kind of
feel
like
like-
fuck with the villagers. I love that shit. So much.
Oh, it's great. Too often, enemies fuck with enemies too.
Yeah, they're just assholes to each other. They
And it's too often, I think the phrase "the world feels alive" is overused. But I feel like in situations like Breath of the Wild, saying "the world feels alive" is completely warranted,
Mhm.
because it genuinely does feel like you're in a world with other people in it. Cook it with dishes that will raise. So will this raise my body temperature, or do I need to cook it with? I need to go cook it. Okay. So right now,
Yeah.
we're trying to get into the snowy area, but we got kind of an issue, and that issue is that snowy area cold.
It do be factual, you know?
So snowy area cold, so you need to hold peppers,
Okay.
and you gotta cook them with stuff, and you gotta make food.
So wild to me this
Now,
game
keep-
even has a cooking system at all.
It's really dope.
Like it's a thing they totally did not have to have whatsoever. But it's
Yeah,
another
and the
like
fact that
time
it's-
waster that you can get into. It was really cool.
This pepper is exploding with spice. Cook with it to create dishes that will raise your temperature and help you withstand the cold. Okay. But yeah, and the fact that it's not even too simple. It's complex. There's recipes, stuff that like you can make that like make specific foods to help you.
Certain combinations
there's,
give you
like-
more health and stat boosts and all sorts of shit.
There's a whole hunting and gathering section to this game.
Like
where
the
you, like-
Minecraft.
It kind of like the Minecraft.
I like
Alright,
Minecraft.
so I think. Do I have a tree branch? I do have a tree branch.
God bless, bro.
God bless.
Damn, bro, tree branch. Can you imagine if it was
So-
just fucking cold outside and they're like, man, I really need to eat something to warm me up. So you just eat like a fucking Impossible Whopper and then you go out in the freezing cold and you're like, I'm fine now, guys. It's easy.
Oh
What's
man,
the big
I forgot
deal?
how gorgeous this part of the game looked. Oh, Aiden, this is gonna be a beautiful series.
Oh, yeah. Hope y'all get some good wallpaper art out of this because there's going to be
Yeah.
moments and frames of this video that would be prime
There were-
opportunity.
There were times where my wallpaper was just Breath of the Wild, because it looks so good for that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about with the Great Plateau. This place is huge. This is literally the size of... Oh, my tree branch broke. That's fine. I got us a good bit of the ways in.
Guess I'll burn to death.
th-
Or freeze to death, rather.
Oh. Okay.
Fucking ice choo-choo out here vibing.
But
at
like
'em.
that's just something that what was I gonna say? I forgot. Yeah, this place is so big. The Great Plateau is huge. And when you think about it in the grand scheme of the rest of the game, you're like, it's not that big. And then you realize, yeah, it really is, because you just explore this place and you can get lost,
Absolutely.
which is wild, especially for a starting area.
Again, like you could have a whole game here if you wanted to.
Yeah. And like you said, the fact that they showed off so much of E3 just in this area is insane to me. So we're making our way to the next
This one took me forever, my first playthrough.
get to the next shrine.
This shit had me
Yeah.
confused because I didn't know how to cook or anything at all. And I'm like, how do you get up here? So I just brute forced it. I just grabbed like a shit ton of food. Wasn't cold
So-
resistant at all. I just grabbed a shit ton of food. And I just, you
I'm
know,
gonna die. So do you know what I did at one point?
crashed it.
You know the game's save system, how you can just save anywhere?
Right.
So what I do is I would save, walk up a bit. As soon as I was about to die, save again, and when I respawned, I was right at where I should have been. So I just brute forced it, dude.
Yeah.
I was doing way too much.
It's like the answer's very simple once you figure it out, but like
Do I need to?
at the time, you know, I don't know
Okay,
how
good, it's
cooking
back.
works, you know. I don't know how this shit works. I don't know
Yeah,
what they want
for
me
sure.
to do.
So it's like, God damn it.
Don't
I
ask
can't stop
questions.
thinking
Just
about-
do it the stupid way, you know. But that's something I really like about Breath of the Wild though, is the fact that like every other Zelda, when it comes to puzzles, progression, stories, all that type of stuff, there is one way to do things. One way.
Mhm.
Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll have an item that's like multi-purpose, and sometimes glitches can get in the way, so that can happen certain ways. But typically, if you play Twilight Princess, if you play Ocarina of Time, your one playthrough is probably exactly identical to like 99 other playthroughs, right? That's just how the game's structured. But with Breath of the Wild, I find, and I've seen this in action when people review the game, the ways that like people tackle the shrines, the dungeons, everyday occurrences, the dragons, or simple little puzzles like this, everybody has their own story, everybody has their own solution, and they were all viable because this game is so freeing and open with how many ways you can tackle stuff. That it just leads to like endless water cooler talk about like, oh, this one time I fucking like rode a deer. You can ride deers in this game, Jay. You can ride a
It's so
fucking
good.
deer. Because this game is just so open and gives you all the tools you need right away, that the way you solve problems is unique to anybody else's playthrough of the game.
There's like 60 different ways to do what I just did
Absolutely.
to get over the gap of the water, and it's insane that you can do any of them, and neither of them are the wrong way to do it.
All right.
Hell, like you said, you could brute force this section,
Absolutely.
and it's like, and then you get a story to be told. Yeah, I made it through here without any food. And like, okay, psychopath. But like, still, that's kind of
It took an hour, but like, you know, I technically did it, you know.
Why am I using my tree branch? King.
Beat him
Oh,
up. It's
yeah.
working too. That's the wild and shit. It did damage. Height. Like we mentioned
the
at
lighting
the
really
start of the
helps.
series, like we're gonna be complimenting the game at every fucking corner. If that gets annoying,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. In advance, I'm sorry. But like, there's so much shit this game does right, and it's gonna be impossible for us not to take a step back and be like, oh, this is really cool.
Well, if you got sick of us shitting on Sonic,
It's gonna be the
we're
reverse.
gonna do the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get sick of every time this game just, bro, that's such a good game design.
Damn, bro.
Damn, bro, the way that fire looks so good.
Damn.
You're just gonna suck this.
This
game off.
animation, dude, the best animation in any fucking video game. Top 10.
And I have no regrets. No, I have no issue sucking this game off.
It's fine. It's fine.
Because
Deserves
you know what? This game borderline brilliant.
It's good.
It's just really good.
Cryonis trial. Ketnamut
So, this is-
shrine.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite rune. I love it a lot.
Cryonis
It's really
is dope.
epic.
You can pretty much just bullshit any water section with it, you know?
You really can.
It's like, oh, you don't have a boat, just you know, Cryonis over it and then paraglide to the next Cryonis point, and you can just do that over and over and over again.
It's kind of hot.
You extracted the
Alright.
shit out of that room. God
I
damn.
really did. Damn.
Bro. This game
Hate to
perfect.
see it though. But yeah, I really love the Cryonis one.
You just
I'm
put
gonna
another
have to-
one.
Okay.
Go
And you can do like that where you hippity hop over it.
boopity whoop it over here. It's like, oh no, how am I
this
supposed to get
game-
past that? Wow, Cryonis, crazy.
So cool is that this game like automatically like gives you so many cool ways to use it within the puzzle it gives you. And even this puzzle, they have ways you can get around things that aren't exactly how the game wants you to do it, and it's so unique.
Love it
That's
to
why I
death.
don't get why people complain about like why about how there's too many puzzles in this game.
Because
when,
one, they're
like-
all optional for one. Right.
They're all optional, and two, you can do them in so many different and unique ways. It never really feels like you're doing the same puzzle as Brian in North Dakota, right?
Fuck Brian.
You're
Punk
doing
ass
it in
man.
your you're doing it in your own way.
He
and I
stole
really
my
like
Welch's
that.
fruit snacks in grade school and
Aw,
then
man,
never
fuck.
apologized.
Yo, fuck him.
I know.
honestly.
Brian doesn't even deserve
You
Breath of
were-
the Wild. He should give me his
You're
copy.
right. Fuck Brian. He should. He should give you his copy of Mario Odyssey. For emotional
Yeah.
damage.
Because he took my Welch's fruit snacks, so it's only fair that he gives me two $60 games for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, speaking of another game that if we ever Let's Play, we're gonna suck off. Mario Odyssey.
God bless. If we hadn't already done it on my channel, I'd do it tomorrow, but like,
Yeah.
game's so good.
Oh, that's like my favorite game of the decade right there.
Whew.
It's wild.
Whew. I have
That's the
my
game that made me want to buy a Switch.
I have my Twitter open on the side here,
Oh,
and I still
no.
have that stupid dog I'm fucking balling tweet replaying over and over and over and over again. I need to look away from it because it's almost distracting to a certain sense, but you know
At
what?
least you don't have the Orbeez video up constantly or something.
Yeah,
I was worried that's what you were gonna say.
that makes me feel sad, honestly.
Oh shit. Yo, King shit.
How you gonna
King
get over
shit.
there?
Come over here. Come over here, King.
How you go get over there?
Come over here. Oh,
Oh, shit! My dumb
Oh,
ass would
shit,
walk all the
baby.
way down there, all the way back up, and be like, "Ooh, the chest."
Oh shit. So this is a extra chest from the DLC. So let's see what it give me. Bomb arrows.
Damn,
oh,
bro.
Yes. It low-key cheating on the DS
I wanted it to give you that Nintendo Switch shirt.
I'm waiting for that shit.
Just like just walking around with fucking Nintendo branding on him for no reason.
So, Kings, I regret to inform you, we are out of food.
Okay.
There's no cooking pot. So
Well, there
we're
was
gonna
over there
brute
with the
force it.
bokoblins.
It was there's you would have to burn it to cook that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna brute force it. We got some Hungry Man meals,
Okay.
so we're still good.
Yeah, we're good
still
on food. I'm not worried.
But we're gonna have to brew. Oh no, yeah, we ran out of stamina.
Yikes.
I'm waiting for the Nintendo Switch shirt though. I think it's on the Great Plateau. I'm trying to find
It's
it.
goofy as shit, but I love it.
It's so funny just to have the homie walk around with the Nintendo Switch.
Because like Hyrule is fucking desolate. Most of the population died. There's all these monsters everywhere. Link's like, I'm repping the Nintendo Switch. What a great system. You'd be like a fucking Terminator, right? It's post-apocalyptic. You know, we're in the future. And then, you know, fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger just has like an Xbox One shirt on for no reason. Just like, I love my
Just
Xbox
chilling
One,
with it.
dude. Even in the apocalypse. 4K gaming, dude. So epic.
Xbox One Series X.
Xbox
yeah.
One Series X. Oh, they have to try with some of these names. That's the sad part. This took hours. This took boardroom meetings, marketing meetings, probably thousands of dollars. And somehow at Microsoft, they consistently find ways to like, how can we call this console the Xbox again? You know? And they consistently pick the wrong way to do it.
It's so good. And they always sound awful. It's like iPhones at this point with the constant upgrades with the boring names.
It's like you got iPhone, iPhone 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, X. Okay, what's after X?
X11.
X11, and then XR, XS. Oh, I don't know. I would.
So we climbed this to get the warm dew play, so we can sustain the cold now.
Meanwhile, Samsung like S1, S2, S3, S4, 5, 6. They go all the way to 10, right? And then what's their new one that's coming out? S20. Like, bro, you skipped like half these numbers. Can't be
For
doing
no
this
reason.
shit.
So we're on our way to find the next shrine. The final shrine of the Great Plateau. Oh, how
You
did I
didn't even get
scroll
hurt
down?
out of that.
That's wild.
Okay, kid.
Anyway, yeah, I went over there to get the warm clothing because this is gonna come in handy later in the series.
Absolutely.
And it's really good to get. You get it for free just by climbing a mountain, and it's pretty easy if you know where you're going. So
And we know where we're going.
I really like this game. Oh god.
Yeah.
Can I goof it? No. No, I cannot.
You live though.
Aiden, why'd you let me do that? Why didn't you say?
I mean, I don't have the controller in my hand. I'm not playing the video game, right? I'm hands off commentating, viewing it in a tiny Discord preview within an OBS preview. I'm the furthest away from actual game being played right now.
Yeah, you can't be saying that you don't want to pay enough for games sometimes without some people getting. How did I die? What the hell?
The water was cold. You froze to
The
death.
water was cold.
Link went, not for me. Cold showers. Yikes. Better just perish.
Link went, I'm gonna head out. Okay, so have you ever held an Orbeez?
Yeah, maybe like once or twice.
Because I haven't. And they look disgusting to hold.
I like how,
They do not look pleasant.
even though you froze to death, your ass still, yeah.
Well, cause I don't know
Yeah.
how to get to the next
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
Oh god. So I think this is where the fuck up happened last time. So we're gonna be careful around this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where.
Because it looked like you could land there, but you didn't even see the huge gap of nothingness
Mhm.
below it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's much better.
So we're gonna avoid that fucky wucky. Well, I know where the shrine is. It's just getting there that's an issue because I know you can get there from a higher point. Otherwise, you have to climb up a shit ton of stuff. So I'm trying to get there from this higher point.
Trying to do it the gamer way.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe if you had a paraglider.
That's right there.
You know.
You know, if I had a paraglider, things would be a lot easier. See, now we're just gonna Mobamba down there.
Yeah. Oof, damn. That still almost killed you.
Luckily, we got apples, baby, and acorns.
Yeah. Well, hate to cuck y'all, but this is where we're stopping.
Ooh.
At the oh damn shrine, dude.
Hope you guys like no progress episodes of Breath of the Wild.
You're gonna be seeing a lot more of them.
Nah, this was a very very insightful episode of the series.
Yeah.
So if you guys
That's one word.
if you guys want more Breath of the Wild, go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and comment down below your favorite Nintendo Switch game. Go ahead and subscribe and turn on post notifications. You get enter a chance to win a GTA 5 Shark card, the $8 million one.
Damn, bro. I didn't realize you had stacks on you, Jay.
Go ahead and follow my Twitter. Subscribe to all of our personal channels for 5 times more entries into winning GTA 5 Shark cards.
Yeah, you get another one if you
And-
subscribe to Zack Snyder Plays TM. That one's worth 2 points in the
And
raffle.
then if you follow Aden on Anchor
Mm-hmm.
and the Jay the Zoomster podcast, 3 more entries to win a GTA
Game
5
Club.
Shark card.
Check out Game Club. I'm supposed to be advertising this shit. It's a Lines on Her podcast. Go listen to that.
The link for that will be in the description. Also, if you donate to our Patreons, you'll have an even higher chance
Wow.
of getting a GTA 5
We don't even
Shark
have a
card.
Patreon for this channel. But we might. Who knows?
Thank you all for watching. I've been Jay the Zoomster.
And I've been Aiden.
And we'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.